Hey abundant parents, it's Leah. In this video, I'm sharing with you a live I did in the Self-Love Club for Moms. I will be including the link for that group below. In this video, I share with you some of the very basics of the law of attraction, why it's so important to be aware of this quantum physics, this law of attraction, how it impacts not only your dynamics with everyone around you, but more specifically your dynamic with kids, and the greatest tools you can bring in if you're just getting started. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, please subscribe. I do post a new video at least once a week, sometimes more, so also hit the bell. That way you'll be notified when I get new videos.
My name is Leah Ricor. I'm the Abundant Parent. I have a community that I started where I bring in experts in their field and we talk about holistic and peaceful parenting and organic eating and holistic and herbal medicinal remedies. So basically I'm bringing in all of these experts to talk about what they know best and to bring them in the form of workshops for parents who are much like you all, where you're wanting to treat your children as organically and holistically as possible, and that you're wanting to really parent from a peaceful place to be the best parent you can be for your kids. A little bit about myself is I was a stay-at-home mom for 9 years, and leading up to that, I actually really struggled with fertility. I have PCOS. And what really kind of helped me delve into this idea of holistic living and really pushing the boundaries of what my body was able to do and heal for itself was trying to conceive. I really dove head in and really trying to heal my body, trying to get pregnant. And for 3 years, I went through fertility treatments while exploring all of that. Ultimately was able to conceive and was a stay-at-home mom for 9 years. And that all kind of came to a screeching halt when I went through a divorce. And I had to kind of decide, all right, my kids still need me to be there for them. They have dyslexia and sensory processing disorder and just all the stress of their family dynamic changing, that I knew I needed to create something where I could still be there for them, especially since I had been their primary caregiver. And so I created my businesses, and I love it because I'm meeting amazing people who are like-minded, and there's so much love and beautiful things coming into my life. And I get to participate in things like this, where I'm already so excited about everybody who's presented today because my head is doing giant head nods with everything everybody is saying. I'm just like so excited about all the presenters. So now it's my turn. So I'm going to talk to you all about the law of attraction and specifically how that can affect you personally, but then also you as a parent, because the law of attraction is such an important force in your life when you are a parent. I thought I should start by just kind of explaining the law of attraction in case you're not familiar with it. The law of attraction is this concept that what you focus on in your life, you attract back into your life. So that means that if you think that you're going to be fabulously rich and wealthy and that you just focus solely on that, which I don't think most people can just focus on the positive 100% of the time, but if you're focused on having really great relationships with the people in your life and you expect that love and abundance is going to come to you, then, and that's what you focus all of your energy on, then that's what's going to come into your life. Alternatively, if you focus on, oh my gosh, I'm so poor, if I get one more bill in the mail, I'm gonna blow my top. My health is so bad, I just don't think I can ever feel good again. My relationship with my kids is so strained, I don't know that I can have a good relationship with my kids. If those are the kinds of messages that you're telling yourself, those are the types of energies that are gonna come back into your life. You're going to continue to have financial strain, you're going to continue to have health issues, you're going to continue to have strained relationships with your kids. So it's this concept that good or bad, what you focus on comes back into your life. And I think whether you subscribe to the law of attraction or not, I think most of you, just by simply being here and wanting to improve yourself as a parent, you do subscribe to it in a way because you understand that the more grounded you are and the more positive things that you bring to the table, the better the outcomes are for your life and your children's life. So, moving on. There is definitely a spirituality and a hippy-dippy element to the law of attraction. While it is definitely science, it's a science that you can't see. So it takes a lot of blind faith. You have to take faith that there is this energy greater than us. There is this energy that is a part of us, and though we can't see it, it is constantly at work. Something that I have to do too is to really kind of train myself that I can't see the power of attraction. I can't see this energy that's at work, but I have to trust that it's going to happen. And so I'm constantly looking at Pinterest boards and pulling positive quotes. And my mirror even looks like, if you look at my bathroom mirror, I've got Pinterest quotes like taped all over my mirror. It looks like its very own Pinterest board. And the cool thing about putting it on my mirror is I am starting my day and ending my day reading all of those affirmations. I'm telling myself that good things are coming into my life and that I've become stronger through my adversity, and that everything is always working out for me. And that is the message I'm always telling myself, especially at the beginning of the day, at the end of the day, which are really important times to set your intention. So the other side of the law of attraction is less spiritual. It's less believing blindly in the faith, and it's just straight up science. You do see energy at work when you look at things like physics, and the cool thing about physics is that you can see it working. It's very physically present, and so you don't need to trust blindly because you can see that it's happening. But there's another element that, because of modern technology and modern medicine, we are able to see the energy at work, and that is with neurons in our brains. There is this concept called mirror neurons. Now, the idea with mirror neurons that they're discovering in labs and the studies that they're doing is that when you do something, you mirror the response of also just witnessing it. So an example would be if someone is an athlete and they're playing on a field and all of their neurons are bouncing around and they're exhilarated and they have adrenaline and they're excited about this game that is playing, their neurons are behaving in a very specific way. Now, the really cool thing is you as a spectator, or either watching there at the field or perhaps on television, you as a spectator is actually mirroring their neurons. And so you are actually, the neurons in your brain are actually behaving the same way as the neurons as of the athlete. So you too are experiencing exhilaration and adrenaline and excitement. The easiest way to explain it is that concept that monkey see, monkey do, but energetically. So how does this concept affect you individually, and how does that play into parenting? I think you probably don't have to squint too hard to see how closely that can play in your family dynamics. Someplace that I like to circle back to again and again is this idea of your bathroom mirror. We spend, even if we aren't incredibly vain, we do spend a lot of time in our bathroom mirror brushing our teeth, flossing our teeth, washing our faces. We're just kind of there engaging with the mirror. And I know I, for one, have really struggled in the past with, when I look at the mirror, having this negative self-talk, this idea of, oh my gosh, I'm getting all of these gray hairs. Why are the gray hairs sticking up out of my head different than the other ones? They're so much more obvious when they stick up. Oh my gosh, where are all these wrinkles coming from? Why is this happening to me? Oh, look at this fat. Oh, I hate me, blech. I know that I might be exaggerating just a little bit, but I know I'm not alone in that I've really struggled with having poor self-talk when it comes to looking at myself in the mirror. The struggle is changing that. How do you change the self-talk? I do that through affirmations, through what other people have written. I also talk to myself differently in the mirror. Now, I'm not talking out loud. Some people do talk out loud. Sorry, my dog is snorting. That's so not me. Some people talk out loud when they do their affirmations, and that can be actually really strong and really amplify the power in them. But for me, I find the most important part is that I'm making eye contact with myself in the mirror, that I am mirroring my own neurons back to myself. And I'm saying, I am so grateful for this body. It is healthy, it is strong, it has helped me bring my daughters into this world, and it is capable of so much. And I say, I like myself as a person. I am a good person, I am kind, I do my best to bring love out into the world. Something else that I've struggled with is not feeling that I'm smart enough. So I say, I am smart, I am capable of launching these businesses and supporting my family through doing so. So you get the idea. I'm taking all of these negative things that I say about myself and I'm turning them into positives. Now, did I believe the affirmations right away? Oh, hell no. I definitely not believe the affirmations right away. It actually took a really long time for me. It took months and months of looking in the mirror. The first step was just eliminating the negative self-talk. The second step was starting to believe the positive self-talk that I was doing. Does that make sense? So I didn't immediately do a ton of positive self-talk. I mean, I would say it, but I definitely didn't believe it. But I did, at the very least, as soon as I would start to think something negative, I'd be like, nope, Not doing that today. So the second piece was talking more positively about myself. And eventually, a few months down the road, I was like, you know what? I do kind of like myself. I do think that I'm a good person, and I do think that I'm capable of doing these things. And so over time and practice, I began to really truly believe what I was saying was true. Now, the other piece is that your children are always watching you, even when you don't think that they're watching you. They are always watching, they're always listening, they're always picking up on your cues, they are always mirroring. So when you're looking in the mirror, even if you're not saying it out loud, but you're saying that you don't like yourself, your child is mirroring that energy. They can pick up that energy, probably with you more so than any other person in their life, because you are their foundation. You're their foundation, and you are where they pull all of their energetic cues from their life. So if you're looking in the mirror and you are quietly telling yourself that you don't like themselves, your child is thinking, if this beautiful, perfect, amazing person that is my parent can't love themselves, then what hope is there for me to ever love myself? Does that make sense? So it is science, and it's the fact that your children don't have energetic boundaries with you, because for so long, especially as a mother, you shared your energetic force field with them. They were within you. You shared that, and they are always still feeding off of your energy constantly. So it's so important that when you are looking in the mirror, when you're interacting throughout your day, that you make sure that you're using that law of attraction to put positivity out to the world, because you are teaching your children they can count on life to deliver good things for them, because it's delivering good things for you. Okay, so another piece of how this law of attraction comes into parenting is how your children are feeling. So you could be having a total garbage day at work, and everybody got in your face, and people were saying really flippant, rude things about you, and you're just feeling really energetically low and negative, and maybe you're even angry. Maybe you've reached a point in your day where you're just angry, but you're like, you know what? I gotta go pick up my kids, so I'm just gonna do this. So you pick up your kids, and practically the first thing they do is just throw a massive tantrum. What I want you to do is, instead of thinking, what is wrong with my kid? What is going on with my kid? You need to think, did I bring this in to my relationship with my children in this moment? Are my children energetically picking up all of this rubbish that I had brought in from work or whatever interaction you may have had that really depleted you energetically? And ask yourself, am I contributing to my child's peace of mind right now, or am I causing more chaos in their thoughts and their feelings? Now, it could be that you had a fantastic day and your kid still had a massive tantrum. So the important point in that is to not add to their chaos, not to immediately get so wrapped up in this energy that they're bringing to the table that you're jumping in on that and you're feeding off of that, and pretty soon you too are just mirroring total negativity and chaos. So again, check in with yourself. Think, am I bringing this negativity in, and is my child responding to that? Or am I responding to my child's bad feelings? Are we feeding off of each other? Are we causing this to be worse for each other? I think you'll find that when you first check in with yourself, and that might be taking a mommy me time out with the bathroom door locked. I've done that before. But to just make sure that you're checking in and say, okay, I need to take a deep breath. I need to put myself in a good energetic place so that the neurons that my child are mirroring of that, of peace and calm, and knowing that they can trust this situation to be a healthy, supportive situation for them to work through whatever they're working through. So then some exercises that I do when my kids aren't in the middle of their chaos moments is just this practice of gratitude. So something that we do as a family is at dinner time, we'll write down on little pieces of paper, they're super tiny, little piece of paper, something that they were grateful for in that day. Now, something that I do for my children is I write little notes in their lunch boxes every day, and it's such a small, insignificant part of their day. It's just a little scratch of paper that's in their lunchbox. However, I know one time my daughter actually said that that was something that she was grateful for, and I was so glad, because I was thinking, if she can be grateful for such a tiny little piece of her day, then imagine how much more things of gratitude she will be drawing into her life. Now, something else that we like to do is to tape them all on their bedroom door. So they actually have this whole bedroom door with their little scraps of paper. So the cool thing about that is they're seeing their gratitude grow. They're seeing all of these things that they have the potential to be grateful for, and they know that there's more things to be grateful for to come. And as we talked about earlier, being grateful and appreciative and liking what you're surrounded by is what brings more of those things into your life. We put ours on a door. I know some people collect their gratitude notes in jars or put them in like scrapbooks or bulletin boards. It's really kind of up to you, but it's just that practice of taking the time to be grateful. Kind of launching off of that, not only are you encouraging your children to be grateful for what they have already experienced or what experienced in their past or what they are currently experiencing, but you can teach them to expect to be grateful for the things that are coming. One of the ways that we do that is we actually use a candle. I did Waldorf education for both of my kids when they were young, and so we're very deeply rooted in natural elements, and so we just love beeswax and beeswax candles. So we like to take the beeswax candles, and sometimes we will put anointing oil on them and roll them in herbs before we light them. Other times we just go with the nice, like really soothing smell of the beeswax candle and we'll light it. And then I ask them to draw up really positive feelings. And it doesn't necessarily have to be the positive feelings of what we're going to be talking about. Like for my kids, they are crazy obsessed with kittens. Like these kids love kittens like nobody's business. So I can tell my kids, I want you to recall that feeling that you had while you were holding and playing with the kittens. I want you to feel the soft feeling like under your sternum and your chest. I want you to feel how light and loose and good your stomach feels. And I want you to feel that love and that happiness that you feel when you're playing with the kittens. And so they'll draw up that energy and they'll recall that really, really happy energy. And kids have such an amazing imagination, and they can go back to that place so very easily and remember the feelings of being with the kittens. And then I say, what is something that you are concerned about facing tomorrow? And so my younger one might be, well, I'm afraid of talking in front of my class. And so we turn that fear into an affirmation. And drawing up that positive energy of holding the kittens, we say, okay, you're vibrating that love and that feeling of holding the kittens. Now turn around that fear and you say, tomorrow I'm going to do a really great job speaking in front of my class, and I'm going to feel relaxed and happy. And I try to get them to do it for 30 seconds. However, if they repeat that affirmation and they truly drop that energy and those feelings for 17 seconds, that's going to seal the deal for them. I just practice on doing the 30 seconds so that they find the 17 seconds becomes easier and easier and easier, knowing that the timer goes to 30 seconds. They just draw up that really happy, good feelings of the kittens, and then they say their affirmation. Sometimes they repeat the affirmation, sometimes they'll say something else that's similar. And for my older daughter, sometimes she can really struggle with her peer dynamics at school, and so she'll say, I'm really afraid that I might get some arguments with my friends tomorrow. So we'll pull up the feelings of the happiness of holding the kittens, and we'll say, tomorrow I'm going to have really great interactions with my friends and we're all going to have fun. And she'll just focus on that affirmation for at least 17 seconds. But again, I set the timer for 30 seconds to kind of fake them into feeling the feeling for longer and to not focus so much on just reaching the 17-second mark. So I think that's it for today. That's just kind of a really quick overview of the law of attraction and how it can really play a really huge part in your parenting journey with your kids, and to help them expect that life is just all going to turn out for them because it's turning out for you. Thank you all so much for your time. And Jody, thank you so much for hosting this. This has been so cool. Thank you. We'll see you all later. Bye.
Please also check out the Abundant Parent membership. Each month I bring in an expert in their field to give you tips and tools to be the best parent that you can be, the parent that connects with your kids best. You can find that at theabundantparent.com. Click on the tab that says membership. Thank you so much for your time. I know time can be limited and valuable. Wishing you a day full of light, love, and abundance. Bye.